What's up? You rocking with C, and I'd like to welcome you to the Hood on Live.
Morning, everybody. I am. He always ran his mouth either fucked up and I didn't call. Because when you dumb, you make up. A little bit about the subject. Oh, we'll be able to see and know. I always got to show respect to those that tag. Missy. Good morning, beautiful. Feels breaking up. Started. Hey, Missy, let me. Still messing up. Okay. Down just a little bit. So, so fucking stupid. He's dumber than a fifth grader. And what makes it even, they don't catch on. What is she saying? It's messing up again? All right, now is the audio better? Because I don't want to start if you guys can't hear me clear. So y'all let me know. I just refreshed the StreamYard app, and I need to know if it sounds better, if everything is okay now. Hey everybody, what's good with you? It's your boy CEO Official. We're testing, testing, testing. I'm being told that I have audio problems, so I just want to make sure you guys can hear it. Okay, cool. She said I'm okay now. Appreciate you, Missy. But look though, like I was saying, well, I'm gonna start over because I don't know if you guys heard me or not. But like I was saying, basically Pookie is so dumb. He says whatever comes to his dumb ass brain, and he fucks up and lets you know he's lying. Then his subscribers, they're so fucking stupid. They'll hear what he say and believe him. They'll give him props. They'll say congratulations when clearly this fuck nigga is lying. So some of you guys are probably like, well, Hood, what are you talking about? Well, yesterday he did a live, funny as fuck. The nigga said he was speaking on a car lot. And as he was speaking on his car lot, the nigga said that today he was going to go down to Staples or one of the places where you could buy a lease. He said he was going to type it up, fill it out, and show it to you guys as if this was the lease for the car lot. Now, I don't know how much powder he had in his nose. I don't know how much dope he had on his pipe. But you basically told everybody you was going to buy a blank lease and fill it out and show it to your viewers as if this is the actual lease to the car lot, y'all. Yeah, dumbass Pookie said this. Now, one thing I do know when it comes to rental property, whether it's apartments or whether it's business rental property, right? You never will go buy your own blank lease, type it up yourself, sign it, and then turn it in to the owner of the dealership or the building of the dealership. It just doesn't work like that. He's also so stupid, he don't know if he's going to have a lease or a sublease. So he's going to buy both of those and fill them out just in case. So for those that don't know about getting a car lot, rental property of all types, when you go to get these rental places, whether it's business or an apartment, the owner of that building or the management company of that building already have leases with their company name on it, and all they have to do is write in whatever the terms is. 1 year, 6 months, 5 years, 10 years. And you, the person who's trying to rent or lease the building, all you have to do is sign and date. A rental company, a owner of a real estate property, whether it's for business or rental, will never have you go get your own blank lease, fill out their business information, and then have you sign it. Never in history will that ever happen. The way this would go is you would go meet with whoever's in charge of the car lot building. You will let them know that you are interested in renting out this building or leasing it out. And if they want to do business with you, they will then tell you what the terms is, tell you if there is or isn't a deposit, and they will have their own lease written out or typed up for you. And again, all the business will have to add is what are the terms of you being there. You the person that's trying to rent or lease this building, all you have to do is sign in date, and then if there's any deposit or anything like that to be taken care of, you just give it to them. It's that fucking simple. Instead, Pookie, being as dumb as fuck as he is, he wants you guys to believe that he's going to go buy his own lease for this property, the car lot property. He's going to fill it out himself. And once he fills it out himself, he's going to turn it in and woohoo, he has the car lot. Y'all listen and pay attention, man. This again is going to show you just how
As soon as
dumb
I get my dealership
this
open, I'm gonna
nigga
be
is.
happy as hell. Cause the main thing I want to do is get that damn is go get this man paid, get this stuff out the way real quick. I'm cool after that. That's the main goddamn thing I want to do. That's the main thing I'm gonna do. I ain't don't want to do. But I'm finna call this other notary though. The notary that my cousin got don't come. I'm finna call my notary as well. Matter of fact, let me call her now. She'll be back. Call my goddamn notary.
Now, one thing I want to say before the video continues. Have you guys noticed that every time it's time to get something, pay something, the person is never available? The person, he's always waiting for somebody to come back to town. First, he was waiting on his cousin to come back to town. Now, he's waiting on the Notary Republic to come back to town. The notary. There's a million notaries. They even have mobile notaries. So why is it that you're always using this excuse that you're waiting on somebody to come back? How many times are you guys going to allow him to keep using these same ass excuses? It seems like every time he speaks on something dealing with this car lot, the business or the person is never in town and he's always waiting on them to return. You just heard Pookie say it again. Let me see if she's back. Let's continue.
Hold on. Hold on.
Now you notice he has the mic muted. So I'm assuming that he didn't call somebody and try to convince them to pretend like they're the notary. Because clearly, when he calls people, he doesn't mute the mic when he's calling them. So why are you muting the mic now? But let's continue.
I gotta call one more person real quick. I need to get me goddamn. I need to double check my man. Hold on. I know somebody. Yeah, I know somebody that's a notary too. So that's what I'm finna try. I'm finna try to call the notary I know just in case, because I want to have the notary right there. I don't want to have no. don't read, no nothing.
Good morning, Miss Laker. How you doing this morning?
I'm good, and you?
I'm fine. Are you Black King?
No, that's just the app I'm on. Oh yeah, in the chat I was. Yeah, that was me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm like, wait, hold on. It threw me off
I don't
real
I don't
fast.
even have listen, my phone broke. I told you I gotta get my old phone fixed because a lot of things was not backed up to Google. So I lost, if I don't get my other phone fixed, I can't get it out. I can't even get into my app. I don't know
Right.
why. I know
So
my
look,
password and everything and it wouldn't let me in. I got some kind of security block on it. Huh?
okay. So look, we about to go straight into this because I know you say you own multiple businesses, and I believe a lot of things that you say, Miss Laker. So let's focus on this one thing. At any point in time, whether it was a property you was buying, renting, or even business real estate that you were buying, leasing, or renting, did you ever have to buy your own lease or sublease and fill it out completely?
Huh?
I'm gonna say it again. And anytime in any other businesses you ever leased a building or bought a building or rented a building for your business, have you ever had to go to Staples and buy a blank lease or sublease and fill it out yourself?
No, no. First of all, how can no? That's fraud. You can't do that. And
Right.
listen, okay,
Go
when
ahead.
even if you have okay, like listen, say if somebody like say if okay say if my daughter rented a building from somebody that owned the building, right? And
Right.
she rented it, but then she gonna sublease it to me. Okay, the sublease would come off of her to
Well, hold
me.
on, Miss Laker. We're not gonna go into that part right now because this is the thing. MHB don't know which lease to buy. First of all, you don't buy no lease. The owner
Um,
or the management company of that property
they
will
have the lease.
already have the lease with their company and business information on it,
Right,
and
exactly.
then and once you guys discuss the terms of your stay, they will then fill that portion in only, and then you
Right,
just sign the date. Am I correct?
right, exactly.
You will never go buy your
A
own
lease,
lease, fill
right,
out the business name that you're doing business with, and then put in your own terms, and then sign a date and turn it in as if it's homework, my nigga. You will
no,
never
right.
do that.
He will only go buy a lease or contracts that you put a lease on out of somewhere because he's going to be the person leasing it out. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
But
No,
in his situation with the car lot, he's not doing that. The only reason why the sublease was spoke on because he said when he goes to the store, he don't know which lease to buy to turn in. He don't know if he needs to buy a regular lease or a sublease. The nigga's stupid, Miss Laker.
Oh no,
So
what I think what he meant is okay. Let me tell you what he's talking about. He's saying that okay, he like somebody got a building and like with him and he written out a contract. How it's okay. Listen, between him and the other person he going into business with this.
no, there you go. Stop. You're assuming and you're making up stuff for him. That's
No,
not what he
I know
means.
I'm saying
Hold
that's the
on.
only way he could be doing that.
No, that's not what he means. You
Oh,
got to
okay, but
listen
then
to
he
the
breaking the law. Then he trying to
you.
con somebody.
No, look, that's what he's trying to do. Let's hear me out. You got to listen to the audio before you start giving him reasons on what he's saying and what he's doing. He clearly says he's going to buy a lease and a sublease because he doesn't know which one he's supposed to have.
The person that owned the building, dummy, will have the lease.
Exactly.
But
That's
you
my
a
whole
boss,
point.
so why
But
is
hold
you
on.
leasing the place? Why you not
Right.
buying
But
it?
hold on. Before we go on that, Miss Laker, because I don't want you to sidetrack, let's continue to listen to the audio first so you can hear what he says. and then we'll come back and
Okay, let
give
me say
our
something about the
opinion
part
on
you
it.
played already though. This was part where I hit the link.
Go ahead.
Listen, anytime you handling business and it's of urgency for you to hurry up and do this, because as somebody who used to buy cars from the auction and sell them or either keep them, you when you dealing with the auction and you buying cars to buy to put on, your lot or whatever, they give you have like a line of credit, which I know he don't have. So like we just gonna nip him in the butt. It's all kind of ways I can shoot holes in his story. They give you like a line of credit, even though you might have the cash. They only do it as a way with a line of credit, okay? And you buy this car, that car, that car, right? You got
Mhm.
30 days, like this. However, you got your thing set up where this revolving credit, which you got to pay for these cars that you have going in. So if he really was doing that with an auctioneer and stuff like that, he wouldn't be doing all these delays. First of all, he'd have been handled his business and did that. And I'm gonna tell you, that as a business owner, there is never a reason. If I need something notarized, I'm not waiting for a notary to come from out of town.
Right.
When you have bank accounts, you can walk right into the bank and get anything notarized for free. Walk into any funeral home. You can walk in the corner store that these Arabs own nowadays got notaries in
You
them.
can
There's
Google notary on Google, and they have mobile notaries and a million offices you can go to. And why is
right,
it that every time it's time to explain or do something, the person is always out of town?
yeah. And then if
But
you're going to business with somebody, you don't always need the other person there because one of y'all should have gave the other person power of attorney that if I ain't there, you can handle this, and that also. And if you know what I'm saying, if you ain't there, I can still handle this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand. I'm like, for you, anybody listen over there and believe anything he said, you got to be very ignorant when it comes to
and
business.
look, then he also said previously him and his cousin had a car lot before and they had to close down because they fucked up, right? But then in the live that I'm recording now, I don't know if I got that clip, but the live is still up. He said he used to work for a car lot. So it went from you and your cousin owning one previously to now you're telling people in the same live I'm playing that you used to work for a car lot. There's
Oh,
so
he
many
didn't say
holes
he
in this
did both.
motherfucking story. Nah, it's so many stories in this nigga story, but let's pause right there, Miss Laker.
Okay,
Let's
man.
continue to listen to this nigga lying, and then we're gonna come back and give our opinions. Let's go.
I want this goddamn notary right there. So that's what I'm finna be on. Finna call this goddamn notary. Bo 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 bo. Oh man. I'm finna sell me some cars and it's going down. I'm finna make this income tax money. This income tax money. Boom, 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 boom. Now you gotta take some classes and all that stuff to become a notary. It ain't that damn easy to become no notary. I could just put it on Facebook. Who a notary on here? Know somebody on Facebook question. Who is a notary?
So he's looking for his Facebook friends to be a notary, y'all. He's trying to see if one of his Facebook friends is a fucking notary,
Tag
boy.
them or inbox me.
This nigga is the real
All right, let me
dumbest
see who's a notary on
crackhead on
Facebook.
YouTube,
And
allegedly.
just share
The
that strictly
nigga,
with all my
all you gotta do
friends.
is type in
Because I'm pretty
Google
sure out of all my
notary,
Facebook friends,
fucking idiot.
some of these people probably some goddamn, it's some notaries, dog. Somebody do notaries.
This nigga's an idiot. Straight idiot. Dummy of the year back to back. It just don't stop.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Come on with your slow retarded ass. Get to the point. Get to this lease shit, which is the funniest shit I've ever heard. And shout out to your dumbass subscribers that believed you when you said this shit too. They got to be just as dumb as you. Come on with your slow ass.
Somebody said one of my homeboys is a notary. What else do notaries, man?
Now, let me say something. For this dude supposed to be a businessman, he's using Facebook, his personal profile, his friend list, and people on YouTube to try to help him find a notary. That tells you what type of businessman this dumbass nigga is. He could have simply typed in notary in whatever area code he's in Google, and a million notaries would have popped up. Instead, he's doing corny, dumb shit like this. Let's continue.
I'm finna write the lease. I'm finna get ready to write the lease up this weekend. I'm finna write the lease.
Pause right there. What'd he say? I'm getting ready to write the lease up this weekend. Not sign it. The nigga said write it. But also he told you guys weeks or months ago he had the key to the building, he had the security alarm, and he was gonna go live in the office. How was you gonna do this? And how would the owner give you the key if you never signed a lease? Never will you get a key to a property, a business. Never will you get the security code to that same building if you are not the legal tenant of that building, meaning you signed the lease, you pay whatever it was they wanted up front unless they don't require it, and you are the official leasee of that building. So once again, he lied to y'all when he said he had the key and the security code to that building, because as you just heard, not only has he not signed the lease, he's going to the store to buy one and fill it out. Man, y'all can't make this dumb shit up. Let's go.
Lease up this weekend. Let me make this phone call. Yeah, I'm finna do the lease up this weekend. I'm doing a 5-year lease, baby. Hold on.
You're gonna notice everybody that he calls, nobody answers. I guess everybody he knows is just out of town when it comes to business. Everybody on vacation.
Well, the problem is, we can't go and meet the man at the bank, the notary coming to the house, because the man had a stroke. So he like 82, 80, like 83, 82 years
I
old.
thought
He
he
had
was
a
out of
stroke.
town.
So
He had a
he
stroke,
on
was he
bed
out of
rest. His
town?
son been handling.
Well, he's saying the notary was out of town. He's saying the owner of the car lot building that he's trying to get, he had a stroke. But again, and Miss Laker, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not 100% knowledgeable on everything with this. But when you sign a lease for a business building, do you have to have it notarized? I don't think so.
No, you don't even have to have nothing notarized when it comes to doing the lease or whatever.
Right. Once you
What you
sign
need to
it,
have, you can have another witness. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have that, but you need to have it notarized. Once you sign an ID that you the person you say you are, there's nothing to have notarized. Even when we
right,
exchange money, there's nothing you need notarized when you
right.
leasing something. Nothing at all.
And you don't even need a second person to be there. You can go in
No,
there
you
by
don't. I'm saying if
yourself.
you want a witness, though, that's different. But no, there's nothing to get notarized. There's
So
nothing to
what?
prove.
Right. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm like, come on.
No.
I didn't got rental properties before, but I never got a business rental space.
Yeah,
But
commercial ain't that much different. Nope,
right,
it ain't nothing you
but
need notarized.
the people I do know people that have done it, and I've been with my uncle who has done it, and he went in there and he just signed and dated after they
And left.
agreed that they would let him have it.
Yeah.
Also, my uncle did not have to put no money down. They
A
gave
lot of
him
places you down.
right because it was a business property. They gave him like either 6 months, I think 6 months rent free. They gave him like
Right. They be
free
having all
six
kind of
months.
deals going on. But I'm gonna
Right.
just tell you that as a lease person with a new business going up, nobody ties up nothing for 5 years. Not right out the door with a new business. You know what I'm saying?
Well, even
Especially
if
nobody
that's
like
true,
him.
well, let's give him the benefit of the doubt, right? Say
No.
that is true. No, let's give him the no. Let's give him even say that is true, right? He is going up to the Staples or whatever store to buy his own blank lease, and what's required on this lease for it to be legal? It has to have the original owner of this building's company or information.
Right.
It has to have the terms of how long you can stay there. And you don't get to choose. You can request, but the
Right.
owner has to give the okay on the
Right.
terms. Then he has to sign and date it. And then, it's not even supposed to be turned in. The owner of the building or whoever is handling this man's business, he's supposed to present you with the lease. He's supposed to
Right.
fill out the
Exactly.
terms. And all you do is sign and date. But when you got a bunch
If
of
you
dumbass
agree with it.
subscribers, right? But when you got a bunch of dumbass subscribers who obviously ain't got no fucking business, they are over there congratulating this nigga as he is clearly fucking lying once again
Man.
about this situation. But hold on, Miss Laker, let's continue.
His stuff or something like that. But I think, but we gonna have to meet him at the house. He able to talk and sign the papers and stuff, but he ain't able to get out that goddamn bed. He had a stroke, so we gonna the notary coming to the house. But I want to make sure, and I don't want no setbacks or nothing. Goddamn it! I mean, we got to go sign them up for the papers. I want them up for the papers signed, and that's it.
So remember, a lot of his business partners in notary is out of town waiting on him to come back. And just by coincidence, the owner of the building just had a stroke. Boy, if this nigga don't know how to buy more time with his lies, I don't know who does.
Let me get my goddamn lease. I'm doing a 5. I'm thinking about just doing a 10-year lease. I ain't gonna lie. I'm thinking about just doing a 10-year lease, man. What do y'all think? Y'all think I should do a 5-year lease and then do another 5, or just sign my lease for 10 goddamn years and call it a day? I'm thinking about doing a 10-year lease, man. Well, no, I'm gonna do 5. 5 years. See how the subcontract, the lease gonna go 5 years, and the lease it's gonna be for 5 years. And then if I don't get them, I gotta get them a notice within 90 days. If that's my thing, I'm gonna do. Ain't no want to do.
Oh, my bad. Hold on. I hit the wrong button. Hold on, you guys. Another thing is, he's assuming how long this lease is going to be. Obviously, he's saying, should I sign for 5 years with an extra 5, or should I do just the whole 10? My nigga, you haven't even discussed the terms with the leasing business or the owner of this building, nigga. It does not work like that. It just doesn't. He's all over the place with this shit. Let me find
Right.
out
This
what.
what happened. This what happens when you lie all the time and you don't you so listen, he's so arrogant with the lying that he know he talking to, and excuse me and forgive me, he know he talking to a bunch of fools that he can say
Right.
whatever, that he ain't even got to prepare for the lie, get
No
like
research, no
right.
nothing.
Yes, yes,
He just
yes,
saying
yes.
whatever the fuck he thinks in his dumbass brain. And there are real business people on. It may not be there in his chat, but there are real business people on here, or people who have been with people who have done these type of things. So when I heard it, I was like, "Gotcha, gotcha, bitch! You just lied, motherfucker. You do not buy your own lease and fill it out. You waiting on a notary public to come in town, and just the owner just so happened to have a stroke. he's bedridden, and he's in the house and can't move. Boy, it's either this nigga has the worst luck ever in history, or it seems like everything that's supposed to go right with this business is going wrong. From the stroke
Even
to the
those
no.
things that you saying happen. Even, listen, let's just call it a spade what a spade is. Let me tell you,
Oh shit.
that's why things are the way they are in this world today. To the point where, listen, let me just say how this make no sense. Because I handle so much business. I'm gonna tell you, I don't care what it is. There's always a way around it. There's always another. There's always a plan. When you got plan A, there's always a B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay,
Not with this dumbass nigga. It ain't with
trust
this
me,
dumbass nigga. It's only
because
a
he don't do
plan A.
business.
It's
He
only a
don't do,
plan A. Yeah, it's only
and
a
plan
plan
A is
A and
effed up.
excuses. And
Right? Yeah.
excuses right after that shit, my nigga.
Yes.
Like I said, I've had things notarized, not a business building, but I have had documents notarized 3 or 4 times. I went to an office and had it notarized. I've used a mobile notary where they
Mm.
pull up in their own car to your address and notarize it. And one woman, recently I had something notarized. I went to her house. She does it out her own home, but she is a legal notary and is documented. And I actually, me, I like the budget. So I'll call 3 or 4 different notaries, or anything that I do with business or personal. I'll call 3 or 4 different places to price check. And everybody pretty much has the same price, or you may save a couple of dollars if you go with this person, but it's not that big of a difference. So it's not about, oh, if you try to say, well, this notary is more expensive than the other, what, $2 or $3? Their prices are pretty much around the same when it comes to notary, because I've dealt with them 3 or 4 times, recently twice. But hold on, let's continue. And Missy said he'll be begging for more money soon. Believe it, you know he will. And I got that support and donation, Missy. I appreciate you, baby. I really do. First fam said lies, lies, lies. Awesome. Missy said he can't come up with the lies. He lies so much. Man, the dude, like Miss Laker said, he does no research on none of this. He just says whatever his dumbass brain tells him, and business people know it just don't go like that. He wouldn't be asking YouTube, should he write on his own lease 5 or 10 years. He would have already discussed this with this person or the person in charge of this building. And if anything, he would have came to YouTube and told y'all what his terms was. And remember what I told you guys a few minutes ago, and Ms. Lakey can vouch for this. You are not getting keys. You are not getting no security code if you have not legally signed and took possession of that building. Am I lying, Miss Laker?
No, no. Even if you didn't sign the lease, and you might know the person, which evidently the way he talking, he does not. But
Right.
sometimes when you know a person and y'all cool as ever, and y'all done been in before, or they done been with somebody you know, they will give you the security code and the keys without the lease being signed. And sometimes you've been on gave him the money and still ain't signed no lease yet. You know what I'm saying? The lease
Right.
not really important when you know somebody, so he can get around that. But we know that he don't know this person because he don't talk like he know this person.
And supposedly he had the key and security code 2 or 3 months ago. So you telling me you still have not signed the lease with this person? Make it make sense. And also remember, they allegedly owe this person money already. He said he
Right. So
needed
he
forty
really not
five
going
hundred.
to. Right. If you
Ex-
owe me money, I'm really not going to do nothing with you without no lease and stuff and agreement. Ain't no way.
that's what that 4,500 was for, right? He said they owed money from their previous car lot. He blamed it on his cousin and said he had to pay the man that money so he can get back up in there. See, again, his lies is all over the place. But let's continue. Let me make sure this is the location though, because I did kind of move it some, y'all. Hold on.
Let me make this phone call.
Oh no, I'm back some. Let me catch
82
back
years
up.
old. He had a stroke,
There we
so
go.
he on bed rest. His son been handling his stuff or something like that. But I think, but we gonna have to be.
He said his son is handling his business or something like that. You telling me you doing business with these people and you don't know if the dad is the one you're doing business with or the son? How you don't know? How the fuck do you not know? He said, or the son or something like that. It doesn't make sense, bruh. But let's continue.
Him at the house. He able to talk and sign the papers and stuff, but he ain't able to get out that goddamn bed. He had a stroke, so we gon' the notary coming to the house. But I want to make sure, because I don't want no setbacks or nothing. Goddamn it! When we got to go sign them motherfucking papers, I want them motherfucking papers signed, and that's it. Let me get my goddamn lease. I'm doing a 5. I'm thinking about just doing a 10-year lease. I ain't gonna lie. I'm thinking about just doing a 10-year lease, man. What
He
do y'all think? Y'all think
obviously
I should do a
have not
5-year lease
discussed the
and then do another
terms
5, or
with
just
who's in
sign my
charge
lease
of
for
this
10
building.
goddamn years and call it a day? I'm thinking about doing a 10-year lease, man. Well, no, I'm gonna do 5. 5 years. See how the
What's good,
subcontract lease
Mystery
go?
Gang?
The lease gonna go 5 years,
I know
and
Mystery Gang,
the lease gonna be it's gonna be for
also
5 years.
another
And then
business
if I
owner.
don't get them, I got to get them a notice within 90 days. If not, it automatically renew to another 5 years. So 4 years and 9 months from now, I got to get them a notice saying that I'm be out that lease. And then
So now he wants you guys to believe that if he signs a 5-year lease, it's going to automatically on its own renew. It's another 5 years. Oh my God, this nigga is so fucking dumb. Leave the drugs alone, my nigga. God damn. Let's continue.
5 on 5. Yeah, so I'm finna do a 5-year lease, man. That's what I'm finna do. I'm going to buy a new lease. I'm going to get a new lease.
Mystery Gang said, nigga ain't getting no 10-year commercial lease. Not only that, Mystery Gang, but I want you to answer a question, bro. And feel free to click the link if you want to, or you can answer from the
Did I
chat.
just not say that he wouldn't get no no commercial lease
Right.
that long?
But
People
hold
don't
on.
do new
Let me
leases
ask Mr.
like
Gang
that.
let me ask Mr. Gang a question too. Ms. Lake already answered it, but I want to hear from another business owner. Mystery Gang, at any point, if you're leasing a commercial property, will you ever go buy your own lease out of Staples or Walmart and fill that bitch out completely yourself and then turn it in to the owner of the building? Mystery Gang, let me know. Let's continue, y'all.
What's the name? Get a new lease tomorrow, Saturday. I want to get a new lease. I got to have the lease done this weekend. I'm gonna do the lease Sunday. I'm gonna have the lease done up, and then it's about to go now.
I let Ms. Laker,
Yeah,
Mystery
so
Gang
I'm gonna have
said,
that
fuck
lease
no.
done up, typed up, made up, and it's
Listen,
on and
listen.
popping.
Y'all just heard this nigga say tomorrow, which is today, he's going to go buy a blank lease, type that bitch up, and turn it in, and he's celebrating as if this is the correct way this shit goes. We have Miss Laker who says she's a business owner. She told us no, hell no. The rental commercial property owner or management company will have the lease already ready for you where you just sign and date. And if there's a deposit or something that's needed to be given, once you sign and date it, at that point you would be giving it to them unless there's stipulations or terms of when the money is supposed to be paid, if it's supposed to be paid. Now we have Mystery Gang, who is also a business owner, and he also agreed with Ms. Laker and what I thought, which is no, the property management company or the owners of this building will already have the lease in possession for you. What's good, Mystery Gang? Appreciate you tapping in.
Yo, what's happening?
Man, I just had to embarrass
Yo,
this
what
clown,
is this
man.
nigga talking about? You don't go to no business owner and you get them a lease. If somebody's leasing a building, you don't bring no. That's not an apartment, a house, nothing. It definitely ain't gonna be a commercial property. You're not coming in there because you got to figure a lease. It benefits either the landlord or it benefits, there may be some benefits in it for the tenant, but when it's commercial, most likely that's benefiting the landlord. So he ain't having certain shit. So you not going to no goddamn Staples talking about you a tenant and taking it to the landlord. The landlord might go to Staples and get it and might
Right.
retype it and put his little stuff in there, because everybody you gotta have an escape clause everywhere in any type of contract. You want your own escape clause, or what they call a cover your own ass clause. So
Right.
this nigga lying.
Right. And I've never
You think he
bought a
talking to
commercial
Joe the Church
property.
just got off work?
Look, Mr. Gang, I've never rented or bought a commercial property before. And even I knew that was bullshit. That's why I clipped this shit. I said, hold on, nigga, did you just say you're going to Staples to get a blank lease and fill this bitch out yourself and turn it in? And then listen to him. He gets to celebrating like he just did his shit. Like, yeah, yeah,
Hey,
y'all.
Hood,
Yeah.
listen.
My nigga.
Don't nobody even go to no fucking Staples. You can buy software. That shit got the shit right on there.
And
Nobody going to
also,
those Staples. You can buy software. You can get on the software. You get any type of document that you want. It's a software.
right,
It's a website.
right. And then also, like, I can speak for rental properties, apartments and stuff, houses. When I go into the management company or the leasing office, they have a stack of leases already filled out with their builder's name.
Exactly. All they do
And
is
when
put the person name
they
in it.
yeah, and they put the terms. They leave the
Right.
terms blank, and of course the signature part is blank. But it
And the
already
money
says
and the money part
right,
is
and
blank.
it
Yeah.
already
Exactly.
says this is the management company, or this is the leasing company, or this is the owner, and this is the company name, or whatever the case may be. And in front of you, after you guys discuss the terms or whatever it is, they will then have that portion filled out for you. And as a tenant or the renter or leasee, all you have to do is sign and date. But the leasing company, the management company, or the owner already will have that information filled out. And you can't tell me this man can't afford his own paper leases when they're probably like, what, $3 at Staples? You might get a whole pack for $10. This shit
But
is
ain't
all
nobody
over the
using no
place.
Staples. I'm
No,
telling
but
you,
I'm just
that
saying
Staples
though.
shit, ain't nobody using that shit.
I'm just saying, Mister, you say he a ghetto ass landlord. He's gonna still go buy his own fucking lease, right? He's gonna go buy his own fucking lease at Staples, I guess, and he's gonna fill that shit out himself. He's not gonna let you fill out the whole lease
Hold on,
because
listen to this. It's so simple, man. Somebody get the back of an envelope and an ink pen and write a lease up right there. If he's saying the guy's so ghetto and not professional, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's not that. It's not that hard. There's no difference between commercial property and regular property and stuff. Like with commercial, you know what I'm saying? The leases sometimes be longer, and they want to make sure that you know what's covered on insurance. It's totally how usually commercial property, either you got to get your own insurance or the landlord got insurance on it already. You know what I'm saying? So, but they want to make sure they build and insure and with your stuff inside and with you, and what things will void the insurance if you do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? That's the only difference between, residential and commercial. You know what I'm saying? It's
Well,
the
you got
and
a
like
insurance
little
I
bit of
said,
law in there that covers the
and
difference
the
and
of,
look,
right,
and
right,
like I
you
said
can't get
before,
thrown
Mister,
out the way you can get
and
thrown
what I
out of a
said
house
before
where
is
people just
right.
get thrown out.
what I said before is I don't believe you're gonna get the key or the security code if you haven't even discussed the terms of your lease. You have
Right.
not signed
Man,
your lease.
you not
Go ahead.
doing none of that unless they know your business and your business profitable. They don't want nobody in there. You gonna mess the
Man,
first
I
time you
just
gotta
said
pay the
that. I
fucking thing.
just said that. And they
Yeah.
really not gonna do. You're not gonna do no 5 year. And if I do a 5 year, it's gonna come with a 6 month, then a 1 month with little clauses in it. Okay, after 6 months, if this don't happen, it's a clause. After 1 year, it's another clause. Then after that 1 year, we can go out that 5 year. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not jumping out with no 5 or 10 years right out the
Right.
gate without no
And
clauses in
remember,
it
Mystery,
because it's a
Now,
he
new
said,
business and you don't know if it's going to be profitable.
now
I'm
remember,
not going to be
Mystery,
tied up in
hold,
court.
it's not happening with a new business. That's number
right, but
one.
hold on, Mystery,
That's
remember
what
So
I'm
this too.
saying.
He also said that they owed money on this building, which he's just now allegedly paying when he got that 4,500. So you left this man high and dry, owing him money still. Then also, this the same building you said you had a car lot at before, you and your cousin, and it failed. So not only did the owner know it failed, but you niggas ran off on this nigga with a debt that you didn't pay until 2022 allegedly. Why would this man trust you so much to one, you're gonna pay him when you just now allegedly finished paying him the money that you owed him when you got that $4,500 donation, and your business had failed once before. Why would he do that, Mystery?
$4,500. What fucking building is he? $4,500.
That's what he owed. He said that's what he owed.
Well, how much is the rent?
I have no
If it's
idea.
a car lot, they go by square footage. So the square footage, he's not paying no $800 unless you only could put 2 cars on that lot. That's the only way. And a car lot, you gotta have a garage in there in case you need to bring the car in, wash them up, whatever. Yo, like who boy think he talking to? I don't know who these dudes. You could be anything you want to be on the internet, I guess.
That's exactly what I said. And listen, and them subs over there keep giving him more money, and more money. I said he don't even try to make the lies knowledgeable when he lie. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Because he know he talking to a chat full of dummies and lames, and they gonna believe
and
whatever
they congratulating him on this shit. They're like, "Oh, congratulations, Pookie! Oh yeah, Pookie, you did it!" And I'm like, "Y'all dumb motherfuckers."
Hey, Hood, I stay out of other people's beef, you know what I mean? So I see you be skull drugging this nigga all over the internet, so I stay out of it. But he came on my show the other day and said some weirdo shit and made me go off on him, but I really didn't go off on him because I'm like, yo, somebody skull drugging you all right now. I ain't even the aggression. But
all right, so let's go ahead.
I'm gonna have to step in there and I'm gonna skull drug this nigga for what he said on my live. Came up there talking about like he got these receipts and all of this. Nigga, I will pull every one of them fake plats out of your head one by one. Who you think you playing with? Y'all better stop letting this internet shit fucking get y'all all hyped up and you telling all these I don't know if those robots that's sending you that money, I don't know how they getting that money, or who the fuck in America is that stupid to be following this nigga right here, giving him anything.
This is the same crackhead. Look, this is the same crackhead nigga that convinced people of a Cash App flip. Remember, these are the same idiots. He had donate large amounts of money on a Cash App flip. Nobody money got flipped, and he told they ass to get it back in blood.
Man, they must be like 15, 14.
Oh shit! All right, but hold on, y'all. We almost done with the video, y'all. Let's go ahead and finish this shit up, y'all.
Right,
I do want to rewind it a little bit from the beginning of this lease part, y'all, and then I'm not gonna interrupt it to the end, y'all, and then we gonna come back and talk about this shit. Like I said, you ain't gotta be the smartest nigga in the bunch. All you gotta do is be knowledgeable and have common sense to know that this fuck nigga's lying. Let's go.
Lease and then do another 5, or just sign my lease for 10 goddamn years and call it a day. I think about doing a 10-year lease, man. Well, no, I'm gonna do 5. 5 years. See how the subcontract lease go. The lease gonna go 5 years, and the lease it's gonna be for 5 years. And then if I don't get,
so he's so stupid. He wants y'all to believe that his lease is gonna say 5 years, and then he gonna have a sublease that's another 5 years.
He fucked up. He fucked up. He said the sublease first. He said, I'm gonna sign the sublease. That's what he said first. I'm gonna sign the sublease.
Man, this nigga is dumber than a first grader, fuck a 5th grader. But go ahead. I said we're gonna stop it, y'all. I'm sorry, but this nigga is dumb. Let's continue this video, man.
I gotta give him a notice within 90 days. If not, it automatically renew to another 5 years. So 4 years and 9 months from now, I got to get them a notice saying that I want to I want to be out that lease. And then 5 on 5. Yeah, so I'm finna do a 5-year lease, man. That's what I'm finna do. I'm going to buy a new lease. Lease. What's the name? Get a new lease. Tomorrow, Saturday. I want to get a new lease. I got to have the lease done this weekend. I'm gonna do the lease Sunday. We'll have and then it's about to go down. Yes, I'm lease done up, typed up, made up, and it's on.
Hold on, is it messing up, you guys? Because it sounds like it's messing up on my end. Let me see.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Sunday. I'm gonna have the lease done up, and then it's about to go down. Yes, I'm gonna have that lease done up, typed up, made up, and it's on and popping.
Come on, dummy, finish up.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do 5 years because what if I don't want to stay there after that 5 years or something like that? And then about time 5 years up, I've been done made enough money where I probably go expand my business, give you a big or something. Because I'm not like a lot of these or something like that. And then about time 5 years up, I've been done made enough money where I probably want to go and expand my business and just give me a big ass lot or something. Because I'm not like I'd be seeing the downfall with a lot of these car lot people, man. Uh, Hey, who got me on? I need like 20 more bucks. I'm finna order me some emos. God damn it. Hold on, y'all.
Look, I'm sorry, I gotta
What?
stop it. This nigga wants y'all to believe he's about to build this big old car lot, but yet he's begging for Chuck E. Cheese pizza and emos. Make it make sense, my nigga. You the most beggingest. He's begged so much, he's gotten to the point to where now he wants his subscribers to feed him every live. Feed him. You can't be that dumb, that desperate, that thirsty to feed this grown ass bum who swears up and down he has all this money in his account, who swears up and down he's the richest nigga on YouTube, who swears up and down he's about to open up a car lot with 10 plus cars on it. Bro, why do you need money for pizza? And can you even eat pizza? Or are you gonna dip
Do
it in the
they send
soda
it?
to make
This
it
the thing.
soft?
Do they send it to him every day when he asks for it for to feed him? Do they send it? Do they send it?
Sometimes he gets it and sometimes he don't. He be mad than a motherfucker.
Oh, that's what I was wondering. Do they send it every time too? That's what I wanted to know. Like, is they ever gonna why? Is there are they ever gonna wake up over there like at all? Like,
Now let me answer Missy real quick. Missy said, "How can he afford the cars for the lot?" I'm gonna tell you. Even though we know he's lying, MHB is waiting on an insurance settlement. Him and his daughters all are on the case, and I recently discovered that I don't know if he won or not, but he
That
put in
car
a motion.
accident shit.
Yeah, he put a motion in where he's asking the judge not to let his debtors collect off his settlement. And as of now, I don't know if it went through or not, but he
You can't
definitely,
even do that. You can't even ask a judge to do that. That's bullshit.
well, he's using the
Oh,
excuse. Let me
money.
know, Mystery Gang. Let me know. He's using the excuse that he had filed bankruptcy. And so all his debt was supposed to have been included in his previous bankruptcy. So now, can he do that?
You cannot when the bankruptcy gets discharged, whatever that debt that's in there, that's that. You get a
no,
discharge.
no, 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 no. Listen, when those debtors they when they go to court against you because they don't want their debt written off in the bank, like they feel like you can afford to pay it, like according to the income you say you got and this and that. They feel like they
Yeah,
feel
they
like
put a
you.
motion in, but they put a motion in
No, hold on.
before.
Let me. Come in. Who had this talk already? We already went over it. Listen, they feel like that you can afford to pay them, and they put a motion in. Now the judge can deny it or approve it. You know what I'm saying, and not put it in there. So even if he put it in there, you have a right to appeal it. Okay. And so what I'm saying is, and we know this by the record that the date the bankruptcy was filed, and the date we know he had the accident. So after he had the accident, okay, he filed bankruptcy after the accident. Okay. So the lawsuit for the accident was already out there and open. It just has not settled. It's just now coming to settle. Okay. So he filed bankruptcy during that time because he alleging that from the accident he couldn't work, so he couldn't afford to pay his debt. So he filed bankruptcy, and some judges free you for that. But them lawyers filed an objection because they saying, hey, he got this lawsuit open. He can't freaking afford to pay us
Oh,
when this lawsuit settled. So with
so
that
he
being,
told him that he had a lawsuit in his bankruptcy. He had to tell them, you got to tell them that you got, because they do ask you on the
it's
bankruptcy
public.
papers.
Yeah, they asked you. Now listen, you can't lie in that federal courtroom. They asked you, do you have any
Yeah,
judgments or anything pending where you can make money? You either tell it or the lawyers look. A good lawyer gonna look and find that because it's public record. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be there.
yeah, but they
Huh?
look when you owe when you really owe a lot of money. They like most times when you
Well,
trying
he
to
filed
liquidate,
bankruptcy for like over $30,000, so that's a nice penny. You know what
that
I'm
ain't
saying?
shit.
Let
I mean,
me tell
that's
you,
might be
listen,
shit where he
listen.
lives,
I know debtors that get a lawyer for $1,000 debt, honey. So they
but
don't
you
care.
gotta
They
think,
want their money.
yeah, but listen to this though. It sometimes it doesn't make sense to go after certain debt
They
because
don't care. They do it
when
anyway because guess what? Listen, let me tell you why they do it. Because listen, when they retain those lawyers, those credit card, those debtors, they retain those lawyers. Them lawyers are on a retainer fee, right? So whether I send him a debt for $50 or a debt for $100,000, it's all handled the same because it's within that retainer fee that he's held on. You know what I'm saying? So they don't. That's why they do it like that because they go after every debt that they're owed because no matter the amount of the debt, it don't change. You know what I'm
And
saying?
maybe this
So
will help you
yeah,
guys
but
understand it.
sometimes it just
it
doesn't make
but look,
economical
mystery,
sense to go
mystery, and
back.
okay, I get what you both are saying, but maybe this will help mystery out. As of right now, this lawsuit, he's supposed to get 10,000 for himself and 10,000 for both of his daughters, which is a total of 30,000. So maybe that'll help you understand mystery why his previous
No,
debtors would go after that because that's 30 grand sitting there.
so they kicked the girl out because when I saw it, it was somebody else in there too. It was another adult is in that joint.
Well, no,
Um,
I recently looked up a week ago, and it's just his
uh,
two daughters and himself. And then I didn't know what the motion was, so I asked Ms. Laker what the motion meant, and that's when she had informed me he was basically asking the debtors uh,
he asked his
not
judge not to let his debtors collect on his settlement.
$30,000 settlement that's supposed to be
And I
coming.
see, and the reason why he's responsible for the two girls because the two girls was minors when this accident happened. So listen, everything go back to the day this accident happened. Even though those girls might be grown now, everything goes back to the day this accident happened. Okay, so it
hey,
was already underneath Pookie name and stuff, right? The girls will have to file for a dismissal of this case and actually be tried. They cases to be tried separately, which is not that big of a money grab to do all of that. So the judge will probably deny it. Okay. So
he's from St. Louis, right?
yes.
Yes,
That's St. Louis. What's that? Missouri.
yeah.
And all states got their different laws, but I'm just saying for a standard like
No,
here where I'm
but
at, the
no, but
reason.
district court. When you go into bankruptcy, the bankruptcy is federal. So I'm going to pull up this federal bankruptcy right now while we talking.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and finish this video, and then we
Go
all going to
ahead.
come
I
back
look that up.
and speak on it.
Told y'all I'ma shit on me some motherfuckers, man. I'm not finna play with nobody, dog. I'm finna shit on me some people. I'm not finna play at all.
Pig whistle.
I'm finna shit on me some,
This is
and that's it.
crazy.
And that's all. I'm not fucking around playing with nobody, nigga. It's shitting season, dog. All 2023, nigga. I'm finna shit on people, dog. Shit lifestyles out here, boy.
Y'all see that on the screen? Congratulations, MAB. So obviously, Redbone don't know shit. She's congratulating this motherfucker who clearly just lied about this whole situation. Let's go ahead and finish this up. Nobody he calls answers the phone either. Y'all notice that?
Hold on,
Nobody he
Latasha
calls
Head.
answers the phone.
So,
Nobody.
baby. And I'm gonna go live when I go to Home Depot. I gotta go buy that lease. I mean,
Oh my
Office Max.
God.
Go get the sub lease. Let me show y'all how a sub lease look. Actually, I'm gonna
A
buy
sub lease.
2 leases. Goddamn it, 2 sub lease. I'm buying a regular lease and a sub lease. Goddamn it, which one we doing? Cause we can do the regular.
Which one we doing? So it sounds like he ain't even talked to the owner about this. First of all, we already have discovered that you don't get your own lease and fill it out. But even with that being said, if somehow that was true, how you don't know which lease to buy, the regular lease or the sub lease? He doesn't even know the difference in the two. I heard you laughing, Mystery Gang. This shit's funny as fuck.
Yeah, very.
Lease too. It don't make
Let's
me
listen
no
to that part.
goddamn difference.
Listen to that part one more time,
We can
y'all.
do. I mean,
Oh,
get
it's
the
messy.
sub lease.
Hold on. Listen one more time, y'all. This shit's funny. You can't
Hold
make
on,
this shit up.
Latasha Head. Finna go get that lease, baby. And I'm gonna go live when I go to Home Depot. I gotta go buy the lease. I mean,
Home
Office Max.
Depot.
Go get the sub lease. Let me show. I gotta show y'all how a sub lease look. Actually, I'm gonna buy
The
two
sub lease.
leases. Goddamn it, 2 sub lease. I'm buying a regular lease and a sub lease. Goddamn it, which one we doing? Cause we can do the regular lease too. It don't make me no goddamn difference. We can do the regular lease or we can do the sub lease. I don't give a damn. I'm going to get both of them goddamn leases and I'm up for 5 years. Which lease is we doing? Goddamn it. That's what I want to
Dummy.
know. Let me know which lease we got going on. Because either way it go, both of them gonna be for 5 years. I'm finna open up my dealership. I'm gone though, man. I'm tired of being on the internet tonight, man.
Man, so you guys just heard it out of Pookie's mouth, y'all. Like, you can't make this shit up. He doesn't know if he needs a regular lease. He doesn't even know what the fuck a sublease is. He hasn't even discussed the terms of this building. And he just told on himself by saying he's going to Office Max to buy a blank lease to fill it out. And he's going to buy a sublease also, just in case the owner of this establishment wants a sublease over a regular lease. Again, when you dumb as fuck, you do no research. This is the type of shit that you get. Now, I want to say this too, because I don't know if the video is still up. But in the beginning of the video that we just played and heard, I want you guys to realize how desperate this nigga is and how lonely he is. He said that once he gets his car lot, all the women are going to be on him. He's going to get so much pussy, it's going to be crazy. He said, you know, women love business owners. And that part is true. Women definitely love business owners, especially when you're successful, right? But this is what he said. He said he's going to get a woman in 2023 after the summer. The women are going to be all on him because he owns a car lot business. Well, hold on, bruh. If what you believe is true, you say you owned a repo company and you had no woman in, you had no pussy, you were buying it. Wait, after that, you're supposed to be a celebrity blue check, $100,000 a year YouTube blogger, no woman, still buying pussy. If you are a celebrity YouTuber, as you claim, and you make $100,000 a year off of YouTube, 50,000 just in donations and super chats. If you can't get a woman with that, how much difference does a car lot gonna make, my nigga? You would literally have to be giving away cars to women for them to be interested in your hole in the mouth, toothless. I'm sure you stinking ass, my nigga. I'm just being real, mystery. Like, for
Hey,
real.
look, I just checked this nigga bankruptcy. That shit got discharged in 2012.
Okay,
His
explain that
name
to me. Discharge means what? Explain that to me, because I
discharge
never.
means that like whatever debts that was put on there was no filings by any of his creditors saying anything. The trustees report said that there was going to be no distributions. So nobody's getting anything. So he got all his debt fully discharged.
Okay, now
So
hold on. I'm about to put something on the screen, and I want you to read it and tell me what this means. This is what I showed Miss Laker. So y'all give me a second. I showed Miss Laker this because again, if I'm not knowledgeable on something, I will definitely ask someone who I think is knowledgeable. So y'all give me a few seconds, Mystery Gang. I'm about to pull it up. I'm gonna show you the motion that they have put in, and then you tell me from your opinion what this means. Just give me 1 second. Find a person. Woo, woo, woo. First name, Roosevelt.
he Roosevelt T, right?
Yeah, T. But hold on, I'm gonna pull it up on the screen where you can see it, and then I want you to tell me what the hell this motion was that he put in. Because again, if I don't know something, I don't make up nothing, and I'm willing to listen. Hold on. Okay, my bad. Case net. Y'all just give me 1 second, y'all. We about to find out what's really going on. Let me get some name. Oh, there it go. This is the right place. All right, let me put this nigga name in. Bam. There we go. Boop. Now I just gotta scroll and search for the actual case. Cause like when I read it, I didn't know what it meant. I thought he had put in a motion to have the case dismissed, but Ms. Laker had advised me that it meant something else. So I definitely want to get a second opinion.
The last time I checked that he put in a motion for like that they was agreeing to something that to have it moved somewhere or something like that. That's the last thing I checked.
Oh no, 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 no. I'm about to pull it up for you, bro. Just give me a second. I'm gonna pull it up, and then you can tell me what it means. Hold on. Motion to dismiss. That's it. Here you go. I'm about to put it on the screen now.
You
Share
couldn't pull them.
screen. Hold on. I'm about to put it on the screen real fast. Give me 1 second. There we go. Right here. Now, you see where it says motion to dismiss? I'm going to blow it up too. Hold on. Let me just blow it up real fast. Now, you see, let's get this off the screen. Now, you see where it says motion to dismiss? It says stipulation for dismissal. What does that mean?
When they stipulate, that means that both of the sides are agreeing to something in the motion. They're both agreeing, number one, to dismiss. But usually they do that when there is a settlement. But the
Okay, so
settlement, it won't show that it was a settlement up in here. They usually don't show the settlement because the settlement agreement it's usually confidential.
okay, that's
So
what that
I'm
means.
trying to look at this time because the young lady said that this was in this accident it happened at the same like around the time where the bankruptcy was filed in
Well, hold on, hold on,
2012.
hold on, hold on. This started in 22, 22, 21.
Yeah, the bankruptcy was discharged in 2012.
Right.
You only
So,
can file bankruptcy every 8 years unless he filed in 2020. I just now put his name in. His name only came up one time for filing bankruptcy. That was
okay,
2000.
okay.
You want me to share my screen?
Yeah, if you want to, go ahead, man. Let me know what's up. I'm trying to, because I know this motherfucker be lying about shit. Let me go to the chat and let me know when you're ready. Pick and roll auto says, say y'all gonna buy them lemons, engine lights on or not? Ah, shit. Let's go ahead and put
now,
this up on the
now
screen.
His John got his stuff up there, so I ain't gonna show it. But this is the discharge of it,
Okay,
and this is the date it was discharged right here.
right. So can his
But
creditors come for his money now or no?
No, you a creditor. If the judge is saying, look, he said it appearing that the debtor is entitled to a discharge of this order, the debtor is granted a discharge under section 727 of Title 11, which is the bankruptcy code. He filed a Chapter 7, which is a liquidation, meaning that he doesn't owe anybody. The only thing that you can't discharge under there is like student loans, shit like that.
Right.
Restitution, you can't file shit like that. They got stuff on there that you can't.
Now let me ask you this, right? If he really makes the amount of money he claimed he makes on YouTube, is he protected and safe?
Look right here with this second part. Right here, it tell you the discharge prohibits any attempt to collect from the debtor a debt that has been discharged. For example, a creditor is not permitted to contact a debtor by mail, phone, or otherwise to file or continue a lawsuit to attach wages or other property or to take any other action to collect a discharged debt from the debtor. They can't do it.
And this was in 2012, right? So that's why Pookie always says he'll just file a Chapter 7 if he ever gets in financial trouble. He's done it before. And then Mr. Rich on YouTube has filed bankruptcy. Man, come on, dude.
Here go all the debts that can't be discharged.
Okay.
Right here.
Right.
Debts for most taxes. Let me make this bigger in case people can't see it. Debts for most taxes, debts incurred to pay non-dischargeable taxable taxes, debts that are domestic support obligations. You know what that is.
Right.
Debts for most student loans, debts for most fines, penalties, forfeitures, or criminal restitution obligations, debts for personal injuries or debts caused by a debtor's operation of a motor vehicle while intoxicated. Some debts which are not properly listed by the debtor in time to permit the creditor to file a proof of claim if required or file a timely request to determine dischargeability. So that car accident had to happen during that, like before that time, before it was discharged or it's gone. So nobody collected on Nathaniel. So ain't nobody touching your debt unless you owe the government or something like that. And they don't even really be coming after that. Like they ain't nobody sitting there going through trying to, you know what I mean? People filed bankruptcy and they filed Chapter 7. They don't have enough federal employees that go and try to find out. But if they do catch you, yeah, they gonna bust you. But if they gonna catch you, that's the only thing. And this is the other one. Some people do this right here, this eye, like they don't want to lose their car or something like that. They'll sign a reaffirmation agreement. Now, what I'm gonna show you is what was filed in his case. So I don't think it shows none of his personal information. So
let me take off the screen. Let me take off the screen and then you double check it to make sure. And
I did already. I'm back. You can't see it?
Oh. Okay, cool.
Can y'all see it?
Yeah, we see it.
Now this is all the things that was filed in the case.
Damn, this nigga pulled this shit up. Shout out to Mystery Gang.
That's the petition. This B-121 form. I forgot what that form is for. I forgot what that shit is for, but I know that 121. I forgot what it's for though.
Right.
Then you have the meeting, but it says auto docket of internet credit card receipt. Then it says meeting of the creditors. If there was a meeting of the creditors that was of some magnitude, you would see something down here, and it would say transcript. So this usually when you go to the trustees meeting, you show them your joint. You sit in a room. You show them your little card joint to show that that you're who you are, and then they ask you a couple questions, and then the trustee reports the report. And then you see what his report was? It was the Chapter 7 trustees report of no distribution, meaning they didn't find anybody that deserved to get paid from any.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
fucked up.
And he did have a house on here, but I looked the address up. That shit looked like a crack house. Nobody wanted that shit.
So,
That shit had bushes all around it and everything.
okay, look, I want to ask you something because I remember when Toni Braxton, the singer, went through her whole bankruptcy. Even though she had her career had started back and she had made all this money, because she had filed bankruptcy, she was limited to what she can buy and what she can have. So by him filing his bankruptcy, is he legally allowed, if he was able to have a car lot?
Yeah, see, this is a Chapter 7. That's liquidation. Chapter 13 is a reorganization. Now
Okay.
you still in bankruptcy for a certain amount of time because you agreed to pay back certain debts, but you pay it on a schedule. So you're
Okay.
still in that bankruptcy. It could be 5 years, it could be 7 years, it can be a number of years until you pay back whoever, when you reorganize that debt and you saying I'm gonna pay this back. When you reorganize that, you know, it's different rules that apply for a Chapter 7. That when you say in Chapter 7, you basically saying I can't pay no motherfucking body. I ain't got shit. Straight up, I can't pay shit.
Nah,
For real,
Mr.
that's what you doing.
$100,000 a year, man. Mr.
Man,
Balling
get the
went off on the
fuck out of
plug.
here. Yo, now that they gonna check out. They gonna check that shit out.
Now
And
look though. Go ahead.
so they gonna check that out, and they gonna check out uh what else they check out automatically. Because most people, if you file it and you file it without a lawyer, you're filing it in form of a pauper. So if you file it in form of a pauper, they want to make sure that you're not making any money, so they check that out
Hmm.
to pay that filing fee.
Okay, now Missy said, "Who wants a woman that only wants him for what you have?" He does. We heard him on live call and offer to pay a woman for oral sex. Realize the type of motherfucker we dealing with. It's one thing to do this shit behind closed doors. It's another thing when you do this shit on live. So obviously he's paying for sex because obviously he can't get a woman without paying for it in some kind of way to satisfy him for whatever reason. That alone is fucking sad. In all my years in life, I've never had to pay a woman for sexual pleasure. Some women have sexually pleased me on the first time of meeting them. We call them hoes. Some women have pleased me just on me just calling and saying, "Hey, you want to go out, have a dinner? You want to go out, have a good time? I wine and dine them, come home, I'm taken care of." There has never been a time where I said, "I'm going to do this for you for sex." There's never been a time where I've offered finances or materialistic things for sex. So for him to go live and display that he pays for sex, we know he never has a woman around. He doesn't have one since he's been on fucking YouTube. That lets you know the mind frame that he has. And if you're a celebrity YouTuber making $100,000 a year, which is bigger than a car lot, especially a beginning car lot, if that don't get you pussy, how much pussy can a car lot get you unless you're going to be giving away cars to these women? This is his mindset. This is his mind frame. He wants to establish himself financially so for once Pookie can finally have a girlfriend. That is fucking sad and pathetic, Mystery.
Yeah, I mean, but I say this. Men say I'll pay for that, but you're gonna pay for it at some point. So, but you know, whether you pay for it up front or whatever, you bought some McDonald's, you just pay for it. So
Well,
you're
see,
gonna pay.
Mystery, that's one problem that I have, right? Me honestly, and a lot of people I've heard say what you just said, right? But I don't look at as taking a woman out or even feeding her as paying for sex. I don't know why a lot of people feel that way, because I'm going to eat naturally anyway.
You
Um,
go,
right. But what I'm saying is, let's be realistic about it. If she's going to sexually satisfy you, right? Why not treat her out to a nice meal? Why not take her out to a movie or a club? Why not buy some drinks to get her feeling good about the situation? Because at the end of the day, she's going to take care of you if she likes you. But what I'm saying is, I feel like the only way you can look at dates as paying for pussy is if she says, "Oh, you want some of this? Well, you have to take me out." That's paying for pussy. Or if she says, "Well, if you want some of this coochie, you have to buy me something to eat." But if I on my own offer to take you out, have a good time, and just it so happens when you come home, you satisfy me. Me personally, I just don't look at that as paying for sex. It has to be stated that in order to get my panties, you have to do this. Then I believe that's paying for sex. Even if it's a candy bar. If she says, "Man, if you want some coochie, you gotta buy me a fucking Hershey bar," that's paying for sex. But if I go pick her up and she hasn't asked for nothing, nothing, and I know she likes a candy bar, Hershey bar, and I buy that for her to make her feel good because she has not asked, requested, or stated that this is required for this to happen, I just don't look at that as paying for sex. But for some reason, a lot of people do. Does that make sense to you? You don't have to agree with it, but does that make sense to you? Because
yeah,
paying for
but
pussy,
you know what? I never even heard it from that side. Are you saying it? But you know how people say, "Yo, you're gonna pay for it anyway." So I never looked at it. I never delved into it because I know that I'm not going on no strip, picking up no dirty bitch anywhere. No, none of that. I ain't doing none of that. I don't give a
now
fuck where she come
I
from.
have
None of
had
that.
women in my past say, I'll be like, "Hey, won't you come over, man? I want some of that." And they be like, "Well, are you gonna take me out to eat?" And I'm like, "Damn, I gotta take you out to eat to do it." Now, to me, that's paying for pussy. But if I on my own offer you dinner and then we come home and we sipping on something, smoking on some good weed, and then we just turn up together, I just don't see that as paying. I believe paying for pussy is when it's stipulated you have to do this, for
For that.
this.
Okay, I
That,
understand the exact exchange. That's what the exchange or the change is
right,
for.
that's paying for it
Yeah.
because she's requesting you to do something to get in her draws. But if she's not requesting nothing and you just want to go out to eat dinner, and me personally, I don't want to go eat dinner by myself. So, of course, I'm going to take you out. And even if in the back of my mind, I know I'm going to get some coochie at the end of the night, because you didn't request these things, I just can't look at it like that. We've heard MHB say, "Oh, yeah, you got some good hair. You get straight to business. I got $60, $75 for you." That's clearly paying for pussy, head, top.
But I thought you was a switch hitter.
Oh, he definitely switching, but on live, he ain't going to call the men. He going to call the women. I believe the term is bisexual is what they call it,
Well, I
allegedly.
don't want to say none of that shit. Fuck all that pop shit. You're a switch hitter.
But the thing was this though, how desperate can you be, right? When you call yourself a celebrity YouTuber, you say you got all this money in your bank account, but you just now getting your limit fixed, if it's fixed. You stuck in this 2-bedroom apartment that you don't want to be in. You're arguing with people at City Trend over some $12 jeans that can't get the security alarm off. You're on live begging for Wingstop, pizza. Look, it's nothing wrong as a YouTuber requesting stuff from your audience if that's what you want to do. But I feel like don't be petty with it. As a man, as an adult, you should be able to feed yourself. This nigga is so desperate for income. He's every show. Can I get some Wingstop? Can I get? He said Chuck E. Cheese pizza to me is nasty as fuck. The nigga said, "Can I get some Chuck E. Cheese pizza?" Yeah, I'm trying to get me some Chuck E. Cheese pizza. And then in the video clip I played for you, he said emos. But in that same video, at first he wanted Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Who the fuck wants to order Chuck E. Cheese pizza?
A grown man?
Grown man can't feed himself. On his daughter's birthday, he begged for cash apps to feed her on her
Oh,
birthday. Man,
please.
where's this money going? We know they're giving it to him. Where is it going?
Yo, I mean,
Man, that's
you
petty
getting
mystery.
you
I'm not
getting
gonna ask my
exploited.
subscribe. I hate to cut you off, bro. I'm not gonna ask my subscribers for no fucking food, my nigga. To me, that's usury. Like you're being so petty with this shit. You're just trying to see what you can get out of these fucking dummies at this point, because that's what they are, fucking dummies. Like, if you want to do a fundraiser for kids, backpack drive, or even if you want to do something for yourself, request something of value. $12 meals, you should already have that. $20 meals, you should already have that. This nigga wants Wingstop, Chuck E. Cheese pizza, cheese fries, and then he's constantly like, "Well, I need $25 more dollars. I need 25." Nigga, you're a bum. He's worse than them niggas that hang out in front of the liquor store asking for change and cigarettes all the goddamn time. He just doing this shit on YouTube. That's crackhead vibes, smoker vibes. I got too much pride, bro, to get on here and ask you guys to buy me some fucking food.
I got
I
too much pride to even ask jokers to send me a cash app in there. Like I ain't even why the fuck I'm on there for. Like I don't even put no cash app, none of that shit. I don't ask. I did do a little membership, but I made it as small as I could. I'm not even there on there for that.
right.
Like, but the
Like I
ask
said,
joker,
it's nothing wrong, right? But I'm saying is don't be so petty with it, my nigga. Like damn, now they gotta feed you. He talking about all this money. No, for real. Nobody talks about money more than him. Everybody else is EBT bloggers. The nigga said he's gonna get on the Section 8 list. He was asking crackhead Keith for food stamps. And since Keith announced to him his subscribers bought him some Wingstop, man, look, this is how broke Pookie is. Pookie didn't even know what they served at Wingstop. Wingstop ain't no
oh
different
my
from
god,
McDonald's, Burger King, or anybody else. He didn't know the flavors. He didn't know they had cheese fries, which is his favorite. He didn't know none of that shit. Keith had to basically instruct him on what the menu was at Wingstop. Obviously, this man does not eat good. And the only reason why you don't eat good, and Wingstop is not necessarily good, is basic. He is broke. This man does not have the money, nor is making the money that he claims. That's why he keeps lying and lying and lying. What he's doing is he's trying to buy time because he know at some point his car accident settlement may come in. But he wants you guys to believe that he's going to do this car lot and other stuff with the money that you donated. No, the money that you guys donated to him has already been spent. It's already gone. But what he's going to do is take this car accident settlement if he gets it, and he may try to make something happen with that. And but oh, I told you so. I told you you got no nigga. He smoked up y'all money already. He's waiting on this settlement from this car accident if he gets it to maybe try to pursue the car lot. So that's why everybody's either having strokes, out of town, ain't no business being handled. And he is the worst businessman I have ever came across in history when it comes to handling his fucking business. He has a history of not paying his rent 6 months, 8 months, a year. So you guys got to understand. And he even told you guys he owed the same car lot commercial rental people money, which he claimed he just paid when you guys allegedly donated 4,500. Pookie does not pay his bills. Clearly from the bankruptcy, he does not pay his bills. Why would the same owner of this same car lot that failed once and you left on him a debt of 4,500 that may or may not have been paid, why would he give you another opportunity? Why would he go through
He,
that headache again? Go ahead, Mystery.
he ain't. That's the
That's what.
thing.
And then, hey, and was you the reason
Unless
why
he's
this man had
smoking.
a?
Unless he's
Yeah.
smoking.
and are you the reason why this man had a stroke, my nigga? You contacted this
Oh,
man and he realized you owed him 4,500 still.
oh, so
Like, let's be
it
real
might
about
be some, yeah, he might be taking advantage of some type of situation.
it. Like, man, you cannot make this shit up, bro. And then he gets on here, and I don't know which is more embarrassing, him lying about shit or his dumb subscribers believing that shit.
Well, one thing for certain too, for sure, I ain't gonna pull it up though, but I go in that bankruptcy and see how much he claimed he made. But I ain't,
Well, you know, this was in 2012, so he wasn't even on YouTube, I
yeah.
don't think,
But I'm
then.
just saying, how much do you come up off because bankruptcy? Well, you know what? That bankruptcy, it would have came off the. So he might got like a little bit of credit now because the bankruptcy would have fell off his credit by now, unless he got some other shit. So that bankruptcy is off his credit now.
I don't know, because he keeps getting denied for apartments. He tried 2 or 3 apartments, was denied. He
That
even
ain't
tried to
got
get
nothing to
a.
do with bankruptcy. That got to do with evictions.
And
They
look,
putting them in.
then he tried to get an apartment in his business name, his LLC, and was denied. This nigga can't catch a W for nothing.
Because even if you file, unless you establish your business, first of all, anybody can make an LLC. You know
Right.
what I mean? You can form because an LLC is really a partnership. So what you want to do is you want to file a certificate of formation with the state, so the state knows that you're actual LLC. Because a partnership, you really don't even have to file shit with the state or nothing like that. You don't have to do that, but you want your stuff recognized because you want to get an EIN. Of course, you can get your EIN before you even start your company. Then you want to get a what you call a your
Uh,
DUNS
uh,
number,
yeah, what's it called? Something the
Dun and
Dunn's number.
Bradstreet. It's for,
Yeah, Dun
yeah,
and
that's
Bradstreet.
the credit reporting. But now DUNS is not the only one that reports credit.
Oh, okay.
Experian reports it, and so does what's the other one? Equifax. I think it's Equifax and Experian. They have they do reporting on businesses also. So
But
some
Dunn's
people,
is the most popular one, though.
Duns is the most popular one, but Duns do a lot of bullshit because they want you to buy their products. So in order for you to put those, like if you don't find creditors or vendors that just automatically
Report.
uh, report to Dun and Bradstreet. Most people ain't paying no Dun and Bradstreet so I can report to you. I'm not
Right.
paying. I ain't
I
doing
was
that.
actually I was building my business credit, and I used to pay Navi. You know who Navi is?
Yeah,
I used to pay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I used to pay them, and I stopped because I'm like, hold on, it got to be an easier way to do this shit.
Oh, you got to listen. The only thing you have to do is go to creditors. They listen. There's creditors that like already like they'll have look. They got this one place. It's a software place. They have another company that's similar to that, and they'll you sign up for both of them. They'll tell you like, all right, well, listen, we're gonna give you $1,500 worth of credit from the rep, but you want to have to buy one of these softwares. And one of the softwares that they have is remember I was telling you they have a software is for like
All the
wills.
contracts. All the
Yeah.
contracts.
Oh yeah, you buy that shit. It costs you like $80. You buy it, bam, they report that to the credit bureau. It's $80. Then they have one that is called Web Root, which is something that'll protect your computer. You pay them that, and they report it every month.
Right. Just open up basically a different accounts with people that report to the creditors.
Right. You want to have at least six. You want to at least have six vendors reporting on your credit bill because you want that paydex to go up. Once you get your
Right.
paydex into like you get your paydex up to 65 and stuff like that, every people like mine wasn't even up to 65, and I don't even think we had a DUNS number, but before I could get my shit to Amazon, Amazon gave me a fucking line of credit. Our company, they just gave us a line of credit. I just was on there fucking around, and I seen it was saying something about business, so I went on there. I was getting ready to apply for their card, but they have a card also. They have a card, an Amazon card, and it's an American Express, but then they just have a regular line of credit where you just have a line of credit with.
I'm about to look into that line of credit. Go ahead.
Yeah, but look, if your business is legit, like they're gonna ask you for your phone number, your EIN,
Well, I got all that.
Brad Street. They're gonna and listen. Number one, they're gonna ask you for your email address. You give them that Gmail shit. People,
Nah,
man,
it has to be a corporate bullshit. Email.
If you don't
like
have,
mine is corporate at thehoodunlock.com. I know how that goes.
Yeah, exactly. So you have a domain. So they know that you're a business, because sometimes I'm telling you, people be talking to you or you filling out something. Guess what they be doing? They be right on Google looking your shit up.
Right.
And they looking up the address. If that address come up and they see nothing but houses around there, you're gonna get denied because they're gonna be like, oh, this
right.
is
You can't use your personal address as
you never do that. People do that shit all the time.
You'll get that's what Pookie did, and you'll get red flag for that.
Yeah. But you get red flag for certain businesses also. People don't know that. There's certain businesses that you don't claim that your business is. So you don't, so it's like a prohibited list. You know what I mean? Or I don't want to say it, like a blacklist.
I know. Right.
They have a list of certain businesses they not fucking with, so you're not gonna get a merchant account. You ain't gonna get none of that stuff. People are gonna try to help you.
Right. So, yeah, I'm very knowledgeable on that, man.
Yeah, that talking about you got a fucking car lot, that's one of the most riskiest businesses. You be sitting on that car lot, and them cars be sitting on that motherfucker for like 2 years.
Hey, Missy, he's so dumb. Even with Mystery Gang giving all this good game, he still wouldn't figure this shit out. Like, that dude is just dumb. You can write a manual and give it to this nigga, and he still wouldn't get it right. Like, even when he did the car lot shit, it was certain steps in order he was supposed to do. He got the jumping steps, and then when he got denied at step 3, but he had already completed steps 7 and 8, he was sitting there looking fucking stupid. Like, the nigga is dumb as fuck. It specifically said go in this order and do it in this order, and he got the jumping shit. And then when his whole credit came back and he was denied, he had got the business insurance already. He had got all this other shit was at the bottom of the steps. And the third step or the fourth step that he was supposed to have done is where he was denied, and they put a whole pause on this shit. He's dumb as dog shit.
The thing is this. The other part is this that people don't know, and this is a part of credit, period. And that's why I don't use Google. When you look somebody up on Google and you find their name on Google, who you think put that shit on there? Like, Google just don't know you. Somebody put that on there, and you can take it off of there. That's why it's easy to find some people on Google, because they don't know you can take your name off of Google.
Okay.
That shit costs you like a couple dollars a month, especially if you make some money. You don't want your name on Google because you ain't trying to have nobody get the drop on you. You don't want your address all on that shit like that. Yo, you get your name off of Google. Get your shit off.
Kind of like the phone book back in the day. Remember, you could pay a fee, and they would keep you out of the phone booth. If you didn't, your ass was in the phone booth.
Yeah, you can go onto these websites that have your name on there. You can apply to the website, call their customer service. Yo, take my name off of there, man. You got because most of the times they're taking information from here, trying to put it together and makes it become you. And some of that information is not correct. Now, the people they're trying to go off of people, whether they're gonna give them credit, whether they're trying to hire them, they just went on and looked on Google and see if you're on Google, and then they see all this shit, and all of this shit is not true. They got, like they might say you did this crime and you didn't do that crime. You know what I mean? That's a problem. So they tell you at the bottom of the screen, if you scroll down, when you find people on these websites, they say, yo, right at the bottom, it's a disclaimer, and it says these the information here cannot be used for FCRA and employment practices. They say you want to check it. So I ain't checking shit. I'll go right on your site and apply for it. Take my name off there, man. You causing me, and you can just tell them, yo, you putting my shit out there. Like, you ain't got no right to just put my information out there. Nobody has a right to put your information out there unless you allow it to be out there.
Right.
So you can go to the credit bureaus and pay them, and they'll go scrape every month. They'll scrape your name off of all of that bullshit.
Right.
Especially when
Definitely,
you got credit check.
definitely great content. We appreciate Mystery Gang giving us some game. Now, let me ask you this though. You said earlier that commercial buildings are not giving no 10-year lease direct. Will they give a 5+5, and does that exist?
Well, it depends. Like, see, like into almost every residential lease or commercial lease, there's a clause in there that says what happens at the end of the lease. If neither party gives because you have to give notice within a certain time that, yo, I'm not renewing the lease, and that's for the landlord as well as the tenant, commercial or residential. It's the same thing. So then the lease will, if nobody does any of those things, and let's say the landlord just gets lazy and doesn't sign a new lease, he's not going up on the rent or anything like that, he'll keep that same lease, but it'll tell you in there that the lease, it like for instance, residential leases, because it's a consumer lease, they usually convert it from a month to month. Now commercial, let's say you got a commercial lease, you got a good business in there. The landlord probably might put that clause in there that, okay, well, you did good for the first 5 years, because usually commercial lease is going to be for your initial lease is going to be either 3 to 5 years. You're not signing no 10-year lease. Nobody's doing that. You might do a 3 to 5 years because they tell you when businesses fail or if they fail. And most times when they go in there, they're trying to make sure that your business has been making money anyway. So,
So in Pookie's case, where he said he had a car lot before in the same building, and he ran off on the owner, owing them $4,500, what's the chances of them allowing him to take control of this spot?
I don't know the landlord. He sound like a crack addict, or he sound like the landlord. If he had a stroke, something might be happening to him. He need that bread, and But if shit, you would be dropping. If you owe me 45 and you pay me that 45, you still gonna pay me another 45, so I can make sure that shit paid up for a couple months. And time up so I can kick you the fuck out of there.
But you also got to realize he didn't get the other 45 if he got it a year plus after it was owed. So it wasn't like they moved out of the car lot and then he paid him. He only paid him because he wants to take control of his building. So if this man has been waiting on this 4,500 for a few years, I seriously doubt he's going to go through that whole process with you again. Especially when you failed. You failed before with the car lot, you said out your own mouth. You and your cousin had a car lot there before, and it failed. I don't care who you blame it on, it failed.
Right.
Why would he do that again?
A car lot is a horrible business. Listen, you know how much they make off of a brand. If you can go. I don't give a fuck what car it is, BMW, whatever. And you could have a BMW dealership. Do you know how much they make per car? They don't even make $10,000 off when they sell them cars.
And he's talking about used cars.
Selling a brand new BMW, they make maybe $5,000.
And he's not even talking about no new cars. He's talking about used joints.
That's what I'm saying. So how much you think you really gonna make off of a used car? If a brand new car, the people making, they want you to bring that bitch back and get it serviced. Every time it's supposed to be serviced, that's when they gonna make that bread.
Well, he ain't got no service yard. He ain't got no He was talking
So
about hiring people
he gonna go get a car for like to go get cars. You either got the cash or you gonna get credit, and
right.
you ain't got. I can tell you ain't got the credit. You can't get no credit. If you can't get credit for a lot, you ain't getting no credit. So you
But
going up there to buy, you probably gonna buy 1 or 2 cars at the most, and from the way it seemed like the people that be on this channel gonna pay for them cars. So he gonna buy like a 1991 Skylark or something like that for $500 and try
a
to sell it for
04
a stack.
Honda,
Yeah,
04 Honda, and some shit like that.
yeah. You gonna tell he's a hood dealership boy where he gonna be selling to the
Hey, but then
young.
check this out, Mystery Gang. Why would you even trust his dealership when the last 4 or 5 cars he had personally all was clunkers? All of them was clunkers. From the Taurus that broke down, and he said the dealership could come pick that old motherfucker. Like, why are you making payments on an old ass Taurus? To the fucking alleged Hummer he had, that bitch just disappeared. To even the 300 that sound like it's a fucking space shuttle. Why would you trust this nigga to buy quality cars for a car lot and he doesn't even buy them for his own personal use?
If I come to a car dealership, I don't give a fuck where it is, and I don't see no nice cars there. I'm talking about it's not to sell, meaning that these y'all cars, and it ain't. And I see some bullshit in there. I'm gonna keep on driving because y'all either ain't selling, y'all ain't in the cars, and or you don't got the money to pay for a nice car. So I'm gonna keep on moving.
Hey, Mystery, I'm gonna go further than that. If I go to any car lot and the owner or the car salesman has missing teeth, a hole in his cheek, smell like ass, nigga, got some old, dirty, dusty mop braids, my nigga, I'm not shopping there either.
See, I ain't even going in. I ain't even going in, so I ain't gonna see him unless he's standing outside.
Hey, Mystery, the owner and the car dealer cannot look like a crackhead. I'm sorry, my nigga. You cannot have a crack mouth and think I'm about to do some business with you, bro. Like, nah.
Bro.
And knowing that nigga, he might be getting head from a prostitute in the back of the building. Hell no.
Hey, well, let me tell you. One time, I was sitting in the back of my man in the car, and we went. It's a dealership. It's called FC Kerbeck. That's where they sell like the Bentleys. That's where they sell the high end
cars, right?
Yeah. So now, at the time, I had an S500, but I wasn't driving it. I was in my man car, and I think he had like a Lexus 300 or something like that, or maybe I forgot. It was something smaller. Yo, did nobody greet us? None of that. We had to walk in. We walked around and looked at cars. Nobody came up, said how you doing, nothing like that. I never forget that. I came there in my S500. These motherfuckers opened up the door, walked me all around the motherfucking everything. And I just told them, nah, I don't want nothing. I said, yo, I was here a long time ago. I was ready to buy something from here. But because the car that I pulled up in wasn't up to y'all liking, y'all didn't even give me any service. I'm not buying nothing from y'all. And I just walked out. They're like, but that's how they do. They looking at you when you pull up. If they looking at you when you pull up, so you should be looking at them when you pull up to them.
Right. Now, Mister, let me ask you about this, bro. When you signing, because you sound like you're very knowledgeable with commercial leasing, man. Is there any need for you to have a notary present when signing your lease?
Hell, what?
He said that he's waiting on a notary. I know this. I just need somebody to verify. I know the answer, but he says he's waiting on a notary to get back in town. And then he said he was looking for a new notary person, so when he signed his lease, they can notarize it.
Man, listen. Anything that requires a notary, you're gonna see on the back of it at the part exactly where the notary's what they call it attestation is at. It'll be on there, meaning that it has to be notarized. Now, some people like to get stuff notarized just for their own convenience, but there's no requirement. And who the fuck? What is you notarizing? What's notarized? All the notary says is this person came to me, showed me ID, and they signed. Both of these people signed this agreement. Who the fuck needs a notary to tell you that I signed? If you in the building, you paying me money. I know that we signed the lease.
Right. You get a copy of it.
I need
correct?
a notary to say that. I don't need a notary to tell me that, to attest to that.
So first he's buying his own lease and sublease. He don't know which one he's supposed to have. He's going to fill it out, and then he's waiting on the notary to come in town to notarize it. And he's giggling and laughing on live like he just bossed up.
The most telling part about the whole thing is this. In order for you to buy a sublease, you already have to have a regular lease. Because the regular lease tells you you can sublease. You don't just go buy a fucking sublease. It's not a sublease. It ain't nothing called a
he said
sublease.
whatever one the owner. He said whatever the one the owner want him to sign, he's ready to sign for 5 years. Sublease or regular.
Sublease from the owner?
Yeah.
How you sublease it from the owner?
He said that he's gonna buy both of them and fill them out for 5 years, and he said whatever one. He said just in case the owner doesn't want a regular lease, he's gonna give him the sublease. Like this nigga's stupid. He's dumb, mystery.
The sublease is the authorization for the tenant that actually already has a lease to lease the place out or to lease to other people. So you're not taking a sublease to no fucking body because you got to have a regular lease first, and the owner has to say in that lease that you can sublease. So why would you buy a sublease and it wouldn't be called a fucking sublease? It would be another
right.
lease. It's just another lease. Ain't no such thing as no fucking sublease.
Hey, this is remember that old saying, the blind leading the blind. This is the dummy talking to the dummies. And these people are congratulating on him when I, who have never rented out a commercial property, knew off top, and that's the reason why this live is going, that was bullshit. This man is in a business. He's renting out his space for whatever reason he wants to rent it out. They will already have leases available for you to sign. They will never tell you, go to Office Max, go to Staples, go to Best Buy or Walmart and buy a lease. And then on top of that, just say just out of this crazy world, some shit like that did happen. Even though we know it don't. Just say it did. The owner would tell you which one to buy. You wouldn't have to guess. He would say, okay, Brisby, and believe me when I say this, they don't do this, but I'm just saying hypothetically based off what this idiot is saying. The owner would say, well, Brisby, can you go grab me a regular lease so I can fill it out? You wouldn't have to question which type of lease you need. You would know the difference between a regular lease and a sublease. This idiot's going to buy both, fill out them both just to show and tell on his live. He's so happy, he said he's going live to show you guys him going to Office Max in that space shuttle of a 300 he got to buy a lease. You heard him, mister. He said he's going to buy both of them. The lease and the sublease. He said, which one you want? Which one are we doing? Come on, man. You cannot make this shit up.
So this nigga ready to go spend gas, go buy two types of lease rather than go right online to somebody like Legal Nature and pull both of those leases and right off a line. That shit costs you like $5 a month to keep the joint for Legal Nature.
Right.
Any program that you any business document that you want, and then I just told you about the one that you can get for a business, and that shit, and you do that shit, it costs you $80. But I guess you don't got that. So
man, come on, this nigga's begging for Chuck E. Cheese pizza and Wingstop. That nigga ain't got no 80 nothing, my nigga. He ain't got no 80 nothing. If his viewers don't send it to him, he ain't got it. Hey, Missy, I appreciate your donation, baby. That's your second one today, baby. Don't donate no more money, please. I appreciate it, but boo, don't send me no more money today. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
Hey, I need to ask you some stuff behind the scene, man, because I was having probably trying to send you money. It won't let me send money, but when I go to my ads, it won't let me send it. Keep talking about want me to verify all this shit. Like, So
Well,
I
I
can't
told
even.
look, drop your number on me on IG, man. I told you like a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if you heard me. Drop your number in my IG, and I'll hit you behind the scenes. I'm not doing nothing today till later on, so I got a few hours. I'm about to actually get off here in a minute. I just wanted
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna be on the
expose
road.
this.
Yeah, we could talk. If you can call, I'm gonna drop that. I'm gonna be on the road. I'm getting ready to get on the road. So if we could call while
Okay.
I'm on the road, that'd be great.
And if not, you'll have my number at least, and then you can just hit me whenever you ready. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, though, man, I just wanted to expose this nigga because it never seems to amaze me like how dumb this dude really is. He just like it's one thing to lie about celebrities and make up theories and shit. Okay, that's what you do. That's what you do. But it shocks me even more when you got grown ass adults in the chat that this nigga can pretty much say anything to. And they're like, oh yeah, MHB, congratulations. Yeah, you did it. Whoa. How dumb are you? Like, it's like the dumb is leading. No, the blind is leading the blind. The dumb is leading the dumb. He has a cult of dumb motherfuckers who just so happen to get social security check or they may even work. But and I don't know. I guess it's because I'm really a real nigga. I can like you, and I'm still not gonna believe your lies. Like that's just in me. Like
Yeah,
even
but
if I
trust the
like
motherfucker.
right, even if I like your show, you're not gonna look me in my face and lie to me about some shit, and I'm gonna still congratulate you on it. I'm either gonna tell you full of shit, or if I like you enough, I might not even say nothing. But I'm not gonna give you a congratulations or cheer you on, and you clearly saying some dumb, stupid, smoker shit. I'm sorry. And I swear to God, if he does open up a car lot, he don't need to be there. So once this nigga get to talking and they see his mouth is fucked up, he's gonna lose business. Niggas gonna turn around and walk right out that motherfucker like Pookie the crackhead car salesman. No, I'm not buying shit from this motherfucker. If
But
anything, I might pull up with a couple of 8 balls and leave with the whole car lot.
the crazy part was, I at first I was like, this nigga ain't got no LLC. He was talking shit one day. I was like, he ain't got no LLC. I didn't know the nigga was that dumb that whatever the fuck his name, MHB, whatever most hated blogger, that
Right.
you actually bought you made your LLC in most hated blogger. That's what you named your LLC. So I never looked that shit up
Oh, and
because I
you
was
know
like,
why
nobody is that
but
fucking
look,
dumb.
you know why he did it though, right? He did it because when I got on YouTube, right, I had LLC the Hood on Lock. And during my shows, I used to say, I'm the only one that's an official bitch. You know, he's in the bushes. He's in the bushes now. And he always watches my show. He didn't LLC his shit until May of this year, I believe. And he
Mm,
only did it because I kept saying I'm the only official YouTuber with an official LLC in his company's name. And so he did it. Um, I think
ratchet.
Ratchet he would have did it, but I think Real Tune as Get Back bought his shit. He actually LLC Ratchet TV or whatever it is in Texas as revenge because they was beefing, and Real
Yeah,
Tune
but
took that play
Ratchet
out my
Ratchet
book too.
changed his John to it's Ratchet TV. So I found
Oh,
his shit.
he put the itch in front of
Yeah, he changed it to it's Ratchet TV. You know what I mean?
it. Right. But like I said, my nigga, these niggas sit in my bushes. They copy me like that gay nigga in the Dominican Republican mayor. You see, he does head videos in every live show. That was my niche. That's what I did. He's been watching my shit. I've been listening with them videos. Now, every time he goes live, he does the same fucking shit. Like, these niggas on YouTube is weird. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are, what you think you are. That's mostly adults on this motherfucker. If you think people don't look at your show and notice you copying my shit, you got to be fucking retarded. Like fucking retarded. And now every live he does, he's using the head videos. He is basically a gay bitch ass version of the Hood on Lock. If I was gay and a bitch ass nigga, I would be Mayor Sassour. Because that's all he's doing. He's copying my shit. He gets on his bitch. He talks all this gangster shit about wanting to fight people. Well, he don't say that to me. He said to other people. And he's talking about he acts like he's tough. But I just showed you guys a whole fucking live of him getting punked in real life. Dude was about to beat
Yeah.
his ass, and he went and sat his ass down like a little hoe with his beard.
Damn, I need
Like,
that. I need that. I need
oh,
shit
well, I'll
like
send
that.
you the link to that because I got the original video, and then recently I did a recap of it. But I'll make sure when you hit me on IG with your number, I'll send that link to you, and you can check that shit out. Like, these niggas are clowns on this bitch. Like,
Yeah, because I went off your John that you did last night, but it seemed like it kept interrupting the one you did about the lady that might be missing and all of that stuff. But I was in the bushes listening to you there.
right,
I
man,
just
and that's crazy. That story is crazy in myself. Like, like, like I said in that live, man, I've never charged a woman that I cared about to see her, especially racks, and we're in the same state. Then I don't know what's going on with the other party, which was claimed had wiped out all her accounts. Man, this shit is just weird on YouTube.
yeah.
Like,
That's
I
that's why I did my joint last night. I'm like, yo, this sounds something like similar to what happened to me. But the only thing about me is, I don't be trying to use no motherfucking mental issues against and say you got mental issues. And no, don't try to use mental issues because I don't care if a person have mental issues and if they like deviant sex. So what?
right,
If they pay for that shit, you know what I mean? What you do behind closed doors, what you do behind closed doors.
right. And you know what, Mystery? I support you as well, bro. And I be seeing you have your little shows where you be discussing about, attacks. I'm gonna call it attacks that been coming against you. But I never wanted to ask you or speak on it during your live or publicly. But I definitely at some point wanted to ask you about some of that shit. Like I know you have people trying to attack you from setting you up to making claims about personal relationships. You went live on these topics. You feel me? And
Yeah,
the shit is just crazy because I assumed you were someone new to YouTube, and when
I
you do
am.
okay, and you already go through your own share of bullshit. I be seeing you, bro. A lot of times, I do say or speak in your chat to let you know I'm there. But sometimes if I'm busy and I come through, your title of your show will catch me, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck going on with bro over there? Like
Oh
you
yeah.
got some shit going on with women and men, and I
Sending me
definitely
threats. Like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up. I got people in your what? Wait a minute. That shit just got to me. It got to me at one point. I'm like, hold up. When women keep fucking sending you threats, hold up. Let me stop this shit right now because ain't no woman shooting me because you ain't getting in nowhere close to me to shoot me, do nothing, stab, none of that. Like
right.
threaten
And,
like
and,
I've
and
got cousins that I'll come have them come drag your fucking ass from wherever the fuck you saying you stay at. Stop playing with me because you women that's doing this, you forgot that all of you are all mad because I just stopped talking to you on the phone, but I might have sent you something. So, like a parting gift, like go ahead your way. There go
I
your
was just
parting gift.
about to ask you that, bro. Like, you even spoke on, I don't know if I want to say relationships or what was going on with these women, man. Were they talking to you? Were you
We be
guys trying to be in a relationship? Like,
what ha-
like I said, I'm only asking you stuff that I heard you verbally speak on your platform.
what happened is like one like they would come, but it seemed I don't know what to say of it now because I'm serious because of the timing. They all started at one time, and it all started at a certain person came on my show that was telling her story about her child. Then I'm Denzel fucking Washington, and all these chicks contacting me and all this shit saying this, that, and third. So we'll start talking, and they'll start out with the same thing. Oh yeah, I ain't like what Ratchet did to you. I remember you from Ratchet. I'll be like, yo, what kind of haircut I wear? That's the first thing I try. What kind of cut I got?
Right.
So I asked them a couple questions. Now they'll always come also that they're trying to help me with the channel and give me information, and then after a while it'll change. Some like and this we're not talking about a lot of women. I listen, man. When that last joint happened and all these women came out. I don't even know that.
They try to R. Kelly you, bro. They all just
Man,
came out the
it was
woodwork.
111 comments in that joint talking about it. You try to hurt me and my baby. And this, I was like,
Wow.
yo, it was two. It was only two. And I paid you to get the fuck away from me. I paid
Oh
you.
shit! That's what the parting gift was. You paying these bitches?
You know how you don't want to leave on bad
you,
terms, so you like, here you go.
yeah, you paying these bras to stay away from you, leave you the fuck alone.
Because if you ain't, you could tell early on, if you about money, I don't want no woman that want to spend up whatever I already have and ain't trying to make no more. So if you ain't talking about no money, you know, and I ain't saying that that's all that it's about, that the relationship, but you're supposed to be able to grow. You're supposed to have common goals in life, or it's not going to work.
So let me ask you this:
making money and then you spending it all up. We ain't
right.
in the same.
Well, let me ask you this, bro: are these women that have contacted you over the internet, or you knew them previously?
Yes, they are on the internet. I never met you. I never seen you in real life. I never came visited you. None of that. Man,
we better not have a mystery game turning into Emily around this motherfucker, man. Like, man, come on, mystery game.
I made a joint after your joint last night because I was like, damn, if Hood said it's true, man, I better watch it.
Hey,
all these threats I'll get, they must be coming.
Trying to Bill Cosby a nigga. I'm telling you, man, these vultures is in the YouTube streets. And I was speaking with someone that I talked to off of YouTube behind the scenes, and I was just like, people don't know that there's what I call the ghetto side of YouTube. When I first started getting on YouTube, not blogging, but just to use it, I would research stuff, look up how to do stuff. I never knew it was this ghetto side, and I'm from the hood, don't get it fucked up, but I never knew it was a ghetto side where motherfuckers is calling the police, CPS, snitching, doxing people. I didn't know none of this shit.
Checks in.
Right.
I wasn't even in the crib. I wasn't even in the state. They
right.
called welfare check in, but I can see them on the camera. Yo, you scared the shit out of my mom.
Oh, I remember you spoke on that. They did a wellness check on you. Said you
and then did it again while I was live. I'm live.
Hey, they did it to MHB too, bro. They did it to Pookie.
Yo, but the thing is, fuck him. He be talking about doing that shit to people, so you get what you deserve. I ain't doing that.
Right.
Man, I ain't doing that. I don't like messing with the police and nothing. You don't. But the police where I live, they don't like me. So you could have got me killed. I'm a fucking Marine Corps vet with fucking mental issues. They already know me. So I already told them, don't come to my property no more. So they know that they have no jurisdiction from where I live because we don't have any street signs in where I live at. We don't have no state signs there. So they can't just come in here. They don't even got a code to get through the front gate. You had to get. We don't even get them their own code. So
wow. So if something happened inside your gated community, y'all just gotta handle your own issue.
Motherfucker, right? That's what you paying for. You paid for your privacy.
I'm talking about as far as like if somebody was to somehow get in there and like try to break inside your home, you have to handle your own business because they don't have access to your stuff.
No, some people will call the police, but I live in Pennsylvania is a castle state, where a man's house is his castle, so I don't need the police. You come if you anything, and you come to my property line, I'm gonna snatch your ass from right where you is and drag you into the house and beat your ass. We don't have no duty to retreat. And now they just extended it, and the castle, they extended it when you go outside of your home. When you're outside, you have a right to defend yourself, your property, everything.
Basically, stand your ground. It sounds like.
Right, but that's not a right that they give you. You always had that right. It's just the Constitution doesn't give you any rights. It protects the ones that you already had. That's all it is. So you always had a right to protect yourself and your property and your family.
Well, bro, I want to say this before we get out of here, man. You be safe and you watch out for these YouTube vultures because, as you know, they are definitely out there. And I want to salute your daughters because I know you're proud of them. You speak on them, and you know they're doing well in life. And congratulations to that because we got a lot of deadbeat niggas on YouTube that don't take care of their kids. So salute for you, you know, being there for your daughters who you're very proud of and their success. I appreciate you tapping in. I definitely appreciate everybody in the chat, Missy, Dope Action, First Fam, Pick and Roll Auto Sales, even though that's a troll account. Oh, I also salute to Pookie, who I know is in the building watching from the bushes, you bitch ass, toothless bitch. You just been exposed for lying. Right. You just been exposed, nigga, for lying once again. And make sure you go to Office Max and get that blank lease and fill it out yourself, dummy. And make sure it says sub lease, you retarded fuck. Don't get the regular one. Get the sub one, dummy. Shout out to Miss Laker, who also came by the motherfucking building. As always, I am CNCO Official. I got my nigga Mystery Gang on the page. Y'all make sure y'all go check out his channel. He is very informative. He really be caring about certain cases and topics that he talk about. But just like me, from time to time, he may have to drag a nigga or a YouTube vulture woman. I am CNCO Official, man. I'd like to welcome you guys to the Hood on Lock. And I'll make sure I holler at y'all next time. Peace.
Hey, thanks for having me, Hood, as always.
No problem, bro. You're more than welcome.
What's up? I'm Rocco the Singer, and I'd like to welcome you to the Hood on